What do we think of Tottenham? Nah, I'm only joking. We are today rebuilding Tottenham using a up-to-date database. Yes, I will be picking up things from real-life fixtures this season, obviously prior to their last two results, and hopefully seeing what I can do with this Tottenham team. Antonio Conte is gone. Their director of football is actually banned from participating in football. So let's dive in and see what we can do with Tottenham. Now, on your screen right now, you will see their up-to-date fixtures as far as their 3-3 draw with Southampton. So their game against Everton and the game that has just happened yesterday, at the time of recording, against Brighton, have not happened just yet. Obviously, they are still in the FA Cup quarterfinal, because with these updated databases, guys, if you don't know how they work, you can kind of put in the results for all the league fixtures and make sure the league fixtures are all in the right order. However, you have no control over the cup fixtures. So because Tottenham aren't in this FA Cup anymore, I will be deliberately throwing this game. Basically, I want to see how Tottenham get on, or how I can do with Tottenham for the end of the season. Obviously, we've got the exact same fixtures that they will have in real life, obviously, once I get myself knocked out of the FA Cup. And then hopefully we can build on that over the course of the next few seasons to see what we can do. Now, if we dive into the tactic, this is the tactic that I will be using. I'll be using the 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 V2, which I will leave linked down in the description. However, instead of playing Harry Kane as a striker, I'm going to try and play him as an advanced playmaker. For England, he just drops deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm just going to put him in the cam spot. I'm hopefully going to buy a striker that will like to run in beyond. And this is the main man and the main way that I'm going to try and do this. Because if you look at Harry Kane, he's got 18 passing, he's got 16 technique. He looks fantastic for what I'm going to be trying to do with him. So I'm going to see what I can do with him, basically, and hopefully he comes in and being a really good clutch playmaker for us at the top of this attack. So let's simulate the rest of this first season. Obviously, as I said, throwing that cup game against West Ham, and let's see how we can get on with Tottenham. Because if we look at the table, I'm currently sat in 5th. I would love to get a Champions League spot. So guys, the end of season 1 is here, and we did manage to finish in 5th. Rather disappointingly, but ultimately Man City go on in this instance to win the title. Arsenal, Manchester United and Liverpool round off the top 4. I somehow don't think that's how it's going to be in real life. And we did finish in 5th. Obviously, I mentioned this FA Cup quite a lot in my preamble, and I'm going to show you what happened in this because it's absolutely ridiculous. I started 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 in goal and Fraser Forster as my striker. Just to prove that, let's open up the heat map just to show you, because it was absolutely ridiculous. Hold on, it's just generating the match report, but you can kind of see here. It's going to show you the team that I started this game with. So 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 in goal, Skip, Lucas Moura, Sessegnon and Sarr as the defence, Tanganga, Lyons Foster as the 2 defensive midfielders, or 2 central midfielders, Emerson Royal, Davinson Sanchez and Longley as the 3 behind Fraser Forster, and we beat West Ham 2-1. They named their starting 11. This team did the business. Obviously, some of the substitutes did come on, but yeah, it's ridiculous. We beat West Ham. In terms of some of the other results, they drew with Everton and they beat Brighton. I believe they did beat Brighton yesterday in real life, so that's a nice reflection on what actually happened. Beat Bournemouth 1-0, beat Newcastle 4-3. And again, I did the exact same thing, guys, in this FA Cup semi-final. We didn't deserve to be in the semi-final, so I got us out of it, basically. Lost to Manchester United, lost to Liverpool, beat Palace, beat Aston Villa, beat Brentford 7-1, and then lost to Leeds on the final day of the season. So that did mean that we finish in 5th. No Champions League football for us this season, or this upcoming season. We will be playing in the Europa League. Hopefully, we can get our hands on that trophy. Heung-min Son was our top goal scorer with 7. Pedro Porro actually coming in with clutch with the assist with 8 in the amount of games that we have left, guys. Please let me just stress that. That wasn't throughout the course of the whole season. My top goal scorer didn't score just 7 on their own. Let's have a little look at Harry Kane, though. He is our central attacking midfielder. He got 16 in all competitions and 5 assists. So he's actually got more goals you would expect. But yeah, fair play to Harry Kane for that one. Let's talk about season number 2 coming up. So we got a little bit of money to spend, just under 20 million to spend. Obviously, maybe they paid off Conte too much money. I don't know. Or too much money invested in the stadium, most likely. But I'm going to try and rebuild this squad. There's a lot of deadwood that I want to clear out for season number 2. Let's see how we get on. So guys, let's talk transfers going into season number 2. And as I said, I have cleared out a lot of the deadwood. If you look at the screen, you can see several of the players that I have managed to offload this year. Giovanni Lo Celso gone to Monaco for 21.5 million. 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 gone out on loan. That's fine. We don't really mind about that. Tanguy Ndombele also gone to AS Monaco. 15 million for him. Emerson Royale has gone to Capitoline. Looks like I need to update my real name fix. He has gone to Roma for 25 million. Brian Gill gone to Villarreal for 10.75. Ben Davies gone to Marseille. Hugo Lloris has gone. Eric Dyer's gone for 19 million to Inter. Davinson Sanchez has gone for 6.25 million. Ryan Sessegnon has gone for 19 million. We have recouped 130 million, guys, which I'm actually really happy with, because if on the other side you look, some of these transfers weren't mine, obviously. Pedro Porro already pre-arranged by the Tottenham board. Dejan Kulusevski also pre-arranged by the Tottenham board. So there's 36.5 million of that accounted for. I've basically kind of balanced my own books here, and we've kind of really improved at the back. So I thought this team needed defenders, so I've been out and signed some. Nikola Milenkovic, he comes in from Fiorentina, the former Partizan player, Serbian international, big Serb, big in the air, 17 jumping reach, 16 heading. He is massive, this fella, and I think he can be a real mainstay in our centre of defence. To play alongside him, though, I've signed this guy, Josko Gvardiol. Now, he's been linked with Spurs. I don't think he'll end up at Spurs in real life, but I think he's a fantastic player, great in Football Manager, good in real life, high potential, a good player to have at the heart of this defence. 21 years of age, can play left back as well, but I won't be playing him at left back. And then we needed a new goalkeeper with Hugo Lloris leaving, and Diogo Costa has been that identified target. He comes in from Porto to be our new goalkeeper, and he came in for £65 million. Yes, I paid his release clause. These are the players that I'm going to be pinning into specific positions for this season. Harry Kane is going to continue to be that central attacking midfielder, as that advanced playmaker. I'm going to put Josko Gvardiol as the left-sided centre-back, because sometimes the AI likes to put him at left-back. I want him playing centre-back for me, because at left-back, I want this man. Destiny Udogie, he is fantastic in this year's game. They've signed him from Udinese. He stays at Tottenham. Most of the time, they don't play him. So I'm going to play him. He's got high potential again. I want to see how good this guy can be. 20 years of age, capped by Italy at under 21 level. I really think this guy could be a stud, and as I said, he is going to start for us this season. The rest of the team is looking pretty darn good, though. Let's talk about competitions. Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Obviously, Europa League, I'm going to be gunning to try and win the Europa League. The board want us to reach the quarterfinals as a minimum. Then they want us to qualify for the Champions League in the Premier League. So if we go into the Premier League and have a look at the season preview, you can see here Manchester City are the favourites, Liverpool second, Chelsea in third, Manchester United in fourth, Arsenal in fifth, and we are predicted to finish in sixth. We have one player, just the one, in that Media Dream 11, and that is Harry Kane, which is going to be very interesting to see how we do get on for season number 2. Let's flash forward to the end of the year, my first full season in charge, see how we get on. So season number 2 is done and dusted, and we've been pretty darn successful, I would say. We finished inside of the top 4 in the Premier League, and we finally won Tottenham a trophy. It's been a long wait since their last trophy, but we've won the Europa League. We will talk about that one in a second. Let's talk about the Premier League first and foremost. Manchester United win the league, Man City and then Liverpool complete the top 3, and we qualify for the Champions League on 78 points, beating Arsenal into that spot. We both finished on 78 points. We beat Arsenal into it on goal difference, ladies and gentlemen, which is absolutely ludicrous. We qualify for the Champions League, which is fantastic, even though we would have done by winning the Europa League anyway, but it's nice to always get one over on Arsenal, isn't it, Tottenham fans? I'm pretty sure you would agree. We won the Europa League final, though. Let's talk about this one. Evan Ferguson scored the goal. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a second, but we brought in Evan Ferguson from Brighton. Since the winter update, guys, if you've not seen Evan Ferguson, the guy's a monster. Scores an unbelievable amount of goals. We beat Capitoline, otherwise known as Roma, in the final. Winning that 1-0. They won the possession battle. We kind of dominated. I don't know, maybe it was relatively even. Tight game. Evan Ferguson scoring a goal in the 69th minute. see you in the comment section smiling at that in the 69th minute. But we win at the Aviva Stadium over in Dublin. A massive result and a trophy in the trophy cabinet. We got knocked out in the 3rd round of the FA Cup by Liverpool. Doesn't really matter. It's Liverpool. We got knocked out in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup by Manchester United. They went on to win the Premier League. It does not matter. We have a trophy in the trophy cabinet. We're back into the Champions League. Now, let's talk about some of the additional transfers that I did manage to make, because I did manage to make some other signings. Now, Harry Winks has gone as another outgoing, but we did sign some more players. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, he came in the summer. He was a summer signing, but just in and around deadline day. Supremely well-rounded central midfielder. He comes in from Molde. He came in for 10 million quid and did really, really well for us. 26 appearances in the Premier League, 1 goal, 6 assists, averaging a 7.06. He is a central midfielder, so I'm not expecting him to score goals. If you've not signed this guy this year, please do go out and do so. He's very, very good. We also signed Christopher Nkunku. Now, you guys are going to have to let me know down in the comment section. I thought this guy already had a pre-arranged transfer to Chelsea, but I was able to sign him from RB Leipzig, the former PSG youth player. 26 years of age now. We paid £57 million to RB Leipzig for him. I think he offers so much versatility. He can play in a number of positions. I'm really happy to have brought him in. He came in for £57 million. And then Evan Ferguson. Now, don't get me wrong, I spent loads of money on Evan Ferguson, but this is the first time I've had to use him. I've pinned him in as a striker since I got him. Bearing in mind he's 19 years of age at this point. 33 appearances, 30 starts, 3 sub-appearances, 28 goals. This guy's phenomenal. Attribute-wise, he looks good, but not elite. His goal-scoring output, though, is absolutely fantastic. A player to watch in this year's game for sure, and obviously in real life, because he's made his Republic of Ireland debut now, stuff like that. So we've got some money to spend going into season number 3, 62 million to spend going into season number 3 to improve this, I would say, is a good squad, but we're not good enough to challenge right at the top yet. Let's correct that going into season number 3. So guys, the clear out at Tottenham has continued going into season number 3. This is the transfers page, and as you can see, some of the big name players are on the way out. Joe Rodon has gone to Porto for £7.5 million. Højbjerg has gone to AS Monaco. They seem to be buying all of our players for £30 million. Troy Parrott has gone. Heung-min Son, this is the big one, gone to Real Madrid for £38.5 million. That could go up to 43. And Sunup Bell has gone to Bournemouth as well for £5.5 million. But let's talk about Heung-min Son. Currently 32 years of age in game now. He was aging. His contract was coming to the end, and I felt like I needed to pull the trigger in getting him out of the club. And Real Madrid were happy to pay the price. Obviously, £38.5 million for a 32-year-old. I think that's quite good. Didn't have his best goal scoring season for us last year in all comps. Only scoring 8 goals, 7 assists. Time to get rid, in my opinion. I'm sorry, Tottenham fans. I love Son. He is an absolute legend. But we have replaced quite nicely. Yeremy Pino comes in to play on that left-hand side. He is my Heung-min Son replacement. He's 21 years of age, Spanish international, coming in from Villarreal. He is very good technically, nice dribbling, 17 dribbling, 17 technique, nice high agility and balance and all that good stuff. 90 million quid this guy cost me. Now, a lot of this is in installments, bonuses based upon if we win the Premier League and stuff like that. So we've spent a lot of money on Yeremy Pino, but it is what it is. And we've brought in one of my old mates from Lazio, Sergi Milinkovic-Savic. SMS comes in to bolster that midfield offering. He is elite. Everyone knows who SMS is. 29 years of age, capped by Serbia, valued at over £100 million now. He is going to be the rock in the centre of our midfield. Averaged a 7.46 last season in Serie A for Lazio. £88 million paid for him. The former Vojvodina player. He looks quite good. This is our best 11, I believe. Let's quick pick without restriction just to make sure. Okay, this is our best 11 as things stand, but Josko Gvardiol is going to play there. And where is Destiny Udogie? He is going to play. So this is going to be the team going into season number 3, guys. And I'm really excited about this team. I think it's supremely well balanced. Costa in goal, Porro, Milenkovic, Gvardiol, Udogie, Milinkovic-Savic, Bentancur, Kulievski, Nkunku, Pino, and then I'm moving Harry Kane back up top. I'm thinking Kane up top, subbing in and out for Ferguson. Obviously, we've got the depth now. Christian Romero, Mansverk, Richarlison, Basuma, Ferguson, Reguilon, we've got depth in spades now. Let's see what we can do in terms of some of these competitions. We're back in the Champions League. We're in the Super Cup, obviously, by winning the Europa League. And in the Premier League, let's have a look at those odds. So the season preview, again, has us to finish in 6th. We've now added an additional player to that Media Dream 11 of ours. SMS is now in there. But this is going to be really interesting. Manchester City are favourites to win the league. We are predicted to finish in 6th, but we are back in the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. Let's simulate season 3 and see how we get on. So guys, some more progression in terms of this team. This year we finished in 2nd in the Premier League. Liverpool go on to win the title. 88 points for Liverpool, 83 points for us as Tottenham here. Comfortable gap between ourselves and Arsenal, and then Manchester City round out that top 4. We got knocked out of the Champions League. I can't remember where, but we will go and take a look at that in a second. UEFA Super Cup, we were runners-up in that Super Cup. We lost 4-3 to Liverpool, who have signed Victor Osimhen in this particular instance. Curtis Jones, Konate, Salah, and Harvey Elliott with the goals there. I will be honest, guys, they battered us. They absolutely battered us in this final. We did, however, manage to win ourselves an FA Cup, lifting the trophy at Wembley against Chelsea. Lukaku scored for Chelsea to try and get a goal back after Harry Kane and Christopher Nkunku scored goals. Harry Kane scored a goal in a final, ladies and gentlemen. Who'd have thought? But Tottenham lift another trophy. If I can win a trophy a season, I'm actually quite happy with that. Knocked out in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup by Manchester United. Let's have a look at our Champions League run, because I can't for the life of me remember where we got to. We got to the quarterfinals, where we were knocked out by Bayern Munich. We lost 3-1 in Germany and then drew 3-3 in London, with Kane scoring another hat-trick, to be fair to him. But yeah, we a little bit disappointing, but it is Bayern in the Champions League, I guess. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments section if you think that is acceptable or not. 2nd in the Premier League, though, Bayern contest the Champions League final against Liverpool. I think we've done really, really well here. I think the team has done quite well indeed. If we take a look at the transfers, I can't remember if I signed anybody else. I did not, which is fantastic. Japhet Tanganga is leaving. He's going to Rennes. Fair play to him. And going into season number 4, I'm going to have £48 million to spend. Obviously, I've been using installments to try and improve this team a little bit. We're close. We're on the precipice of a Premier League title. I'm hoping we can get it done for season number 4. So guys, I got my business done really early in terms of season 4. There's no major outgoings to talk about. There's one major incoming to talk about. We have signed Gavi from Barcelona to play in our central midfield, £74 million. I felt like we needed someone a little bit more creative. Gavi is a wonder kid, or former wonder kid. He's now listed as a world-class midfielder. Now he's turned 21. 27 caps by Spain, 1 goal. He looks like a really good player. This is the first time I've used Gavi, other than my Barcelona save where I didn't spend any money this year. Gavi's a very, very good player. Happy to have him in this team. And I think the midfield is just how I would like it going into season number 4. I also did sign a new gen. This guy here, Jamie Camilleri. He is a Maltese and Australian combo. Plays for Malta. 14 caps for Malta. Mentally, I think this guy's exceptional. Like, I just think attribute-wise, he just looks great. Good first touch. Good passing. Mentally, as I said, fantastic. Good jumping reach as well. He's just over 6 foot tall. I think he could be really good. I really think he could be good. He is currently back out on loan, though, at Brisbane Roar. That's where he did come from. Came from over in Australia. But again, I think he looks fantastic. Looking forward to seeing if he does get into the team at all, at any point. But I think he looks like a good signing. Major outgoing to talk about. Obviously, we spoke about Tanganga. Sar's gone out on loan again. Reguilon, I let go on a free, has gone to Barcelona. So if we have a look at the team, I believe this is still our best 11. It is. Gavi does not make it into the best 11, but this is the team as things stand. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing Gavardio at left back. That is going to be the team. So the defense is 3 stars all across the board. Costa with a 4-star in goal. All kind of put off balance by Harry Kane. I think this is a superb team. I think this is a Premier League caliber winning team. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we can get on. In terms of some of the competitions, guys, we do have the Community Shield, as we were FA Cup winners last season, where we take on Liverpool. We've got the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League. The board expectation is to just consistently qualify for the Champions League, but no team has got a stranglehold on the league. If you look, Man City, Manchester United, then Liverpool, why not add our name to that title reckoning. We are now predicted to finish in 3rd, guys. We've overtaken some of these teams. Liverpool are the favourites to win the title, then Manchester City, then ourselves. Let's get it done. Season number 4. And we did it. Season number 4 is in the books, and we managed to scoop ourselves a Premier League title. Not the most impressive in terms of points return, but I just don't care. We managed to lift the Premier League title in the year 2026. 84 points for us, which is not too bad at all. We got to the semi-finals as well of the Champions League, where we were knocked out by Manchester City. Got 3rd rounded in the FA Cup by Villa and 4th rounded in the Carabao Cup by Chelsea. But a Premier League and Community Shield to add to the trophy cabinet. We beat Liverpool in that Community Shield 4-2. And Nkunku, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, 𝘼𝙗𝙗𝙪 and Pino, the new look side doing the business there, as Liverpool didn't even play Alisson, so maybe that might be why. But we did win the Premier League, though. I am very, very happy about this. Harry Kane, top goal scorer for us, all across the board, age 32. 32 goals for him as well in all comps, and 10 assists. Only 5 goals from penalties. He is currently wanted, though, by Juventus. I am going to offer him another contract for season number 5. It's Harry Kane, isn't it? So we will keep an eye on Harry Kane. But I think he's doing enough for us to justify another contract. Ultimately, I think we've done fantastically well. We score the most. Did we score the most? We did score the most. Scored the most goals in the league. Only conceded 31, plus 52 in terms of that goal difference. Only lost 4 times all season. Brighton, Everton, Arsenal, and Man City. Not too bad. I think we've done really, really well here. Man City finishing in 5th, but obviously thanks to the new coefficient, we all qualify for the Champions League all the way down to 5th now. This is going to be ludicrous when it gets to this in real life. Just the sheer volume of players that are teams that are qualifying for the Champions League is absolutely nutty. Diogo Costa, top of the clean sheets with 20. My guy. Okay, let's talk finances for the 5th and final season. Daniel Levy's given me an absolute wad of cash. £86 million to spend on a Premier League winning team. Can I somehow manage to get us over the line in the Champions League with a few more additions? Let's see. Season 5 coming up right now. So guys, this is the point of the video where I ask you to usually comment a phrase or something down below. But my main question for you guys today, let me know if you are still watching the video by commenting down below who you think the next Tottenham manager is going to be. Hopefully at the time of recording, they've not actually announced a new manager, but it could be Nagelsmann, could be Poch again, maybe. Let me know down in that comment section who you think is going to be the next Tottenham manager. It could even be Graham Potter or Brendan Rodgers. Who knows? Let me know who you think down in that comment section. I've got a lot of money to confess to spending. I spent 250 million. I bought Dusan Vlahovic. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I sold Richarlison for £35 million to Juve. I bought Dusan Vlahovic. I just want to win the Champions League. We bought Dusan for 250 million. The guy's a stud. He's an absolute stud. 26 years of age. He's in his prime. 18 finishing. Yes. 16 composure. Yes. 17 off the ball. You love to see it. He's an elite talent, an elite striker, and I think he makes our team a whole lot better. So if I quick pick without restriction, our best 11, Dusan's not actually getting in the team right now, but you can see Harry Kane has dropped off. He is now only a 4-star player, age 32. But the depth we now have is, in my opinion, Champions League winning quality. Milinkovic, Gavi, Vlahovic, Skip, Mansvark, Evan Ferguson, Jed Spence still knocking about. We promoted Jamie Donnelly and Dorrington to the start, or to the first team squad, shall I say. This team is absolutely stacked, guys. Costa, Porro, Romero, Gvardiol, Udogi, SMS, Bentancur, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, Nkunku, Pino, and Harry Kane. Could this be the season? Could we retain our Premier League title? We are in the Community Shield again this time this season as Premier League winners. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, and of course that Premier League. Let's have a look at the season preview. As winners of the division last year, we're predicted to finish in 5th. Liverpool and Man City are still too damn good. We've got no players in the Media Dream 11. That is predominantly Man City and Arsenal, with just my boy Reece James in there as well. Let's simulate this 5th and final season and see if we can go out on a bang. So guys, lots to talk about for the 5th and final season. We have absolutely smashed it in my humble opinion. We have a treble. Not the treble, but a treble nonetheless. I'm counting it as a treble. We managed to retain the Premier League title on 84 points. We were runners-up in the Champions League. We won the Carabao Cup, and we won the Community Shield. Let's start off at the right and work our way across. Let's start off at the Community Shield. We beat Manchester City in that Community Shield 4-2 again in that one. They had James Trafford in goal. No Edison this time around. We win 4-2. Haaland still a goal scorer machine. No surprises there. Kane got a brace. Romero and Yeremy Pino with the goals for us in that one. Lovely. Trophy number 1 of the season secure. Let's go back to that competitions tab. Carabao Cup, though. We get to the final. We play Southampton, and we get our hands on this trophy as well. Can I see the details of this game? No, I cannot. But we win the Carabao Cup, guys. Can I see it if I go into here? 𝘼𝙗𝙗 and Oliver Skipp scored the goals. Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, so this is the Carabao Cup final. 𝘼𝙗𝙗 scored in 7 minutes. Oliver Skipp scores after 76 minutes. Pretty comfortable in a game against Southampton. They didn't really threaten. 3 shots, 1 on target for them. Happy days. Trophy number 2 secured. We did get to the Champions League final, though. We did get beaten, annoyingly. We had 𝘼𝙗𝙗, who got the golden boot in the tournament, but we did get beaten in the final by Bayern. Absolutely ludicrous. 𝘼𝙗𝙗 went off, scored a hat-trick. Still wasn't good enough. Musiala got a goal. Vidovic, so actual Bayern players got them goals as well, which is absolutely brilliant to see. And I've only just noticed Liverpool's dominance of winning the Champions League for the last 4 years. That's quite good, isn't it? That is quite good. And now let's talk about the Premier League, because this is absolutely ridiculous, guys. So let's expand the table. Ourselves and Liverpool both finished on 84 points. We both finished on plus 55 goal difference. I won the league in season number 5 on goals scored. We scored 10 more goals than Liverpool, meaning we lift the Premier League trophy for a second time in 5 years. And I am super happy with how this has ended. If you wanted to pick up this save, you can do. It will be posted in my Discord server. Links to the server will be down in the description, guys. And if you do like the rebuild content, check out this playlist popping up right here right now. It is all the rebuilds that we've done on this year's game. But until next time, guys, have a good Sunday, and I'll speak to you guys very soon.